I'm Melissa Rohlin with the Los Angeles Times, and I'm here with former Laker and current NBA analyst Mychal Thompson. Now, we just saw the Lakers beat the Denver Nuggets 104-100. They're now 2-0 in their series. Do you think the Nuggets stand a chance at this point?
Yeah, I really do, Melissa. It's going to be tough to go back there and win two games. Denver lost the game tonight, but I felt like they had something that they could take into Denver with some belief in their system, because they played well tonight and they got a lot of fast break points. They got their running game going, and in Denver, anybody who's been to Denver knows about the altitude. You get up there, it really makes it difficult for visiting teams, because Denver's players, they're acclimated to the altitude, and they're going to look to run a lot and try to take the Laker legs away from them. And they got a lot of confidence in their running game tonight in Staples Center by getting 30 fast break points. If they do that in Denver, it's going to be a long night for the Lakers.
Exactly. They finished with 30 fast break points. The Lakers only had 15. How do the Lakers go about better controlling the tempo of the game?
Well, you got to just make sure you limit your turnovers, which the Lakers did a good job of tonight. They only had 11 turnovers. So when they get to Denver, you're not as familiar with the arena, and the place is going to be a little bit more, obviously a lot more electric for Denver. So you have to keep your composure, keep your poise, and not make silly passes. So you got to make sure you don't turn the ball over a lot. 15 or more turnovers, that's a problem for the Lakers if they commit that many in Denver. That will help them control the tempo. And of course, on missed shots, you just got to hustle back. You just got to really concentrate and say, I got to get back on defense as quickly as possible and cut off the fast break opportunities.
Now, Kobe Bryant had his 38th playoff game in which he scored 30 or more points. He finished with 38 tonight. What did you think of his play?
Kobe was held to 17 points a game during the season by the Nuggets, the lowest scoring output against an opponent all year. Great players like Kobe, they know that kind of stat. He knows that they did a good job on him defensively in the regular season, so he was determined to come out here in the playoffs to prove that they cannot stop him. And not by doing it in a selfish way, just by being aggressive and taking good shots. And tonight, he really was on his offensive game, and he was ready to take over and command this game tonight, which he did.
Andrew Bynum, too, he finished with 27 points, 9 rebounds. That was his highest point total in a playoff game. I mean, he's just been incredible in this series so far.
In game one, he didn't have much room to operate because they were double and triple teaming him as soon as he caught the ball. But tonight, they gave him a little bit more room to operate inside, and you saw the results of it. Plus, Pau Gasol must have given him about 6 or 7 assists on passes on the interior. Pau did a good job finding Bynum when the Denver rotation was trying to move around and find the Laker players. So Andrew was doing a good job getting better position, and then they gave him more room to operate.
Now, this was a very streaky game. The Lakers led by as many as 19 points in the third quarter. The Nuggets worked their way back in. How did that happen? What can the Lakers do to prevent that in the future?
You got to control Ty Lawson. He's the guy who brought Denver back. He started getting some open areas to operate, some drives to the basket, and you got to take away those spaces for Ty Lawson. That's hard to do because he's so fast and he dribbles so low to the ground and he's so talented. But basically in Denver, you got to make sure you can make him go sideways. When he goes vertically from towards the basket, he's tough to stop. But if you make him go veer out towards the sideline, then they can control him better.
Now, the Lakers did that effectively, stopping Ty Lawson in game one, holding him to only 7 points. He had a breakout game tonight. What was the difference?
He got in the open court, and he decided to be more offensive-minded because the rest of his team was kind of struggling. Aflalo, Gallinari, the other scorers on his team weren't scoring like they were in game one. So he said, okay, I'm going to be the catalyst here on offense. And he really looked to be more aggressive offensively. He got a shot going, and then after the shot started falling, he started driving to the basket, beating the Laker big guys around the basket. So he just became more offensively aggressive, and they have to watch that in game three.
In game three, what are the Lakers' biggest keys?
I would say you got to out-rebound the Nuggets. The Nuggets did a good job tonight, especially on the offensive glass. The Lakers gave up too many second shots. So the Lakers got to make sure they control the defensive glass and limit Denver's second chance points. That's number one. And number two, try to hold Denver to, if you can hold them to 20 fast break points in Denver, you're doing the job.
Mychal, always a pleasure. I really appreciate it. Melissa Rohlin of the Los Angeles Times here with the great Mychal Thompson.
Thank you.